I knew there would be a cost in bargaining with Riven. I did not intend it to be a cost we kept paying all these years later. But now, the Witch Queen's scrolls have confirmed my greatest fear. The curse on the Dreaming City cannot be undone. I've pored over 1,000 possibilities, but the Corsair souls trapped there remain. I won't give up on them. Even with the curse in place, there must be a way to bring my people home. A task for tomorrow, perhaps. All this pain Riven has inflicted, and still we're beholden to her. There must be alternatives to restoring her clutch. The resurgence of the Ahamkara now, taken or not, could be disastrous. The Reef and the last city went to war to stop them before. For now, above all else, we must pursue the Witness. I need an operative to finish this bargain with Riven. Force her to enact the final wish. So while I ponder countermeasures, you do what you do best. Carve a path.
Greetings, O guardian mine. I always knew we could work together. I speak to you now with my true voice. Consider it a sign of trust. The need for deceit has passed. My corporeal death freed me from the Taken curse. My bargain with their king has expired. These Technians strain themselves to conjure my essence. They cannot do so forever. Savathun's wish will be the last I grant. Mara has made clear the terms of our agreement. Retrieve my last clutch of uncorrupted eggs, and I will uphold my end of the bargain. Obviously, I cannot gather the eggs myself. Instead, I will guide you to them, through the holes of my former lair. And beware, Guardian. You may find it a place most unwelcoming.
Hey, Amaru! Amaru! I heard you ain't enjoying the Vanguard's hospitality.
I'm stuck in this bush league tower with all these nice ghosts. What do you think?
Sounds like someone's got a chip on their shell. Yeah, I'd be bitter too if I got turned into a moth monster's leverage. Seems like a bum deal.
I kept the loosened hive in line for years while she tried out in the Vanguard's vault.
Feeling a little disrespected?
Please. I had my orders. I made sure that wannabe hive kept up her end of the bargain.
That you did.
You all think you have the upper hand. But I know Savathun has a plan, and I'm here to make sure it follows through. And wait. Why are you talking to me?
No one else wants to. Can't imagine why.
You wouldn't understand. You Guardians all prance around with your ghosts like they're your best friends. No dignity, no professionalism.
You think so? Maybe someday I'll, introduce you to mine.
What a pity to see you brought so low. Bargaining for salvation at the behest of the Witch Queen. Desperation makes you brittle prey.
We have endured, and will endure.
long after the memory of you fades.
We're not the only ones after this thing.
Let the egg come to harm, and I will owe you nothing. Ply your trade, O guardian mine, or fall with what remains of your people, as I.
There's nothing here.
Deceiver! Where have you taken them?
I did not know of your clutch, Riven. This is not my doing.
When the amusement fades, remember, the terms of our agreement are unyielding.
Petra, gather the Techians. If these eggs do exist, we must find them. Quickly.
At once, my queen.
Ophiuchus, I need you to pull some logs from the Cryptarchy archives. It's been a while since we dealt with an Ahamkara. The Hidden will need to be briefed. Bring up any thesis papers on how the Ahamkara grant wishes. Include all hypotheses on why they seemingly misinterpret people's intentions. Our best minds have been working on this for centuries, so there should be plenty. Next, pull all the hidden reports on the Wall of Wishes. I know it makes bargaining with wish dragons less likely to backfire, but we'll need to know exactly how the Techians designed it. And speaking of the Dreaming City, set aside all the after-action reports from the Keep of Voices, and highlight anything to do with the lost final wish. If the path into the portal really depends on a wish dragon, knowledge will be our most potent weapon. They're powerful in ways that we don't understand, and I'm sure they have some hard feelings after the Great Hunt. We'll need to tread carefully. Ahamkara don't give second chances. So if humanity's survival rests on a wish, it'll have to be impeccable.
Bad news, Guardian. I bring word from the Techians. Riven's clutch has dispersed across the ley lines of the Ascendant Realm. They now orbit our reality like comets around a sun, hopefully not beyond our reach. The Techians are uncertain how this happened, but they've detected a massive surge of paracausal energy across the entire transit system. The residual energy has allowed us to predict each egg's trajectory across the lines. The Techians themselves were once scattered across the lines in kind. Guardians were there to guide them home, and we can secure the clutch using the same strategy. Riven has caused so much strife. And yet we prostrate ourselves to placate her once again. And too many Corsairs will die on this quest to give the Ahamkara a second chance. As I said, we once utilized the ley lines to find the lost Techians. We can use them again. Fight your way into the Blind Well and reroute the lines through Riven's lair. We'll prepare landings for the clutch as best we can.
My lair crawls with vermin. Present company excluded, of course.
This is an interesting facsimile of the wider city. Not unlike a simulation. Equally impervious to the demands of physical space.
You would see it that way.
Is it the work of a nostalgic heart, or that of a favored listless pet tunneling into the walls?
Simply indulging the creative spark, O mortal mind.
If the Techians were not occupied, we might arrange alternate passage.
What timid adventurers we find these days. You want reward without danger.
Unnecessary risk is folly.
It is entertainment. Isn't it unfortunate Your city hunted down all of my kind, Osiris. You might have wished for Saint Fortine's return from the forest.
And have him trade the Vexus Dormant for yours.
Perhaps you simply didn't want him back badly enough to pay the price.
Save the bait for someone naive enough to take it.
How is it that every time we work with the Vanguard, you find a way to get involved, Crow?
You could say I'm a little invested.
Any assistance the Vanguard is willing to provide is a boon to us, Petra.
It's all right, Mara. She's still warming up to me.
You're a bit dim, so it's taking a while.
Relax, Venge. You already shot me once.
The Scorn moving through the confluence have a rare level of organization. They're normally more of a brute force, not prone to executing ambushes or tactical maneuvers.
Unless they're following orders from someone. Keep an eye on their leaders. Every time we go up against the Scorn, I think about how they're cursed too. Reanimated and doomed to an existence of pain. All because I wished it.
That's not on you. Riven, as usual, twisted your desire to help someone in need.
Yeah. A lot of help I was, huh?
What have you come to claim, dear Guardians? We made exquisite partners, you and I. Even if our partnership had its violent disagreements. You had so many dreams, and I knew how to weave them into the weapons you craved. Let's rekindle that little arrangement, shall we? I'm already here, after all. Slay my enemies. Protect my children. Give me peace. And I will forge a small measure of your brutality and greed into tools of death. I ask for nothing in return, but your dedication to our cause, and the pleasure of each broken enemy. Go now. Your prey awaits.
Their corruption may reshape these holes. Deal with them before the path collapses around us.
Every time we encounter the Soul Divisive in these pathways, their code burrows into everything they touch.
Maybe something they picked up from the Black Garden? Everything in there has a tendency to get under your skin.
That would be a nefarious development, and given the ingrained darkness we've been detecting in the Radiolarium.
I'll let the Techians know after we clear this wing. We can help them sweep for any assimilating stowaways.
Alliances are fragile things. What happens when the threat of extinction is past? Take care you do not end up a pawn of greater powers. Remember, O Guardian mine, none of us are to be trusted.
Ow! Fuck! Oh! What the fuck back here?
No!
Whoa! Shit!
Oh god, no, I'm gonna die.
Sack this entire fucking place.